Hello and welcome to the third video. This is Beginner's Guide to Drum and Bass, where I'll be teaching you everything you need to know to write a drum and bass track. In this third video I'm going to be covering pads. So let's begin. Okay, I'm going to be using Logic's ES2 synthesizer. So we'll load one of these up. Okay, and the first thing I'm going to do is write in a pattern. First of all, get rid of this. We'll use our pencil tool. Okay, I'm just going to solo this track, and I'm going to come up with a little melody. So I'm just going to fast forward the video here. Okay, there we go. We've got some nice chords. Just bring the volume down here. I'll just name this pad. Okay, we can start sculpting our sound now. So we'll start with oscillator 1. We want a sawtooth. Okay, we'll open up oscillator 2. We're going to want a square wave with a slight bit of pulse width modulation. Number 3. Slight bit more on 3. There we go. I'm going to detune this one slightly, 7 cents, and detune this one even more, about 19, 20. There we go. Okay, as this is a pad, I want it in polyphonic. I'm going to turn on unison, and I'm going to turn up to 10 voices. There we go. See how big that sounds now? Okay, I'm going to give slightly more analog, and we don't want any portamento this time. I'm going to bring the cutoff right down. Okay, we're going to give it some chorus. Slightly more cut off. Okay, next we're going to shape our envelope. So I'm going to turn this attack up first of all. It's right down. We're sustain full so it doesn't lose any volume over time. Gonna have a bit more release. We'll see how that sounds. It's lovely. Okay, move on to the matrix here. Firstly, we want to route envelope 2 to cutoff 1 and 2. Okay, and this via velocity. So I'm going to set this now. Okay, we want LF. Okay, and the oscillators we want modified by LFO2. Turn this off. Well, a bit too much. Okay, so we want oscillator free wave, which is going to be modified by LFO 1. Okay, and we also want cutoff 1 and 2 modified by LFO 1. 1 and 2, LFO 1. Okay. A bit more chorus. Back off on this a little bit. Okay, I just want to shape envelope 2 now. I have the sustain on full. Okay, we can bring this cutoff back down now. That's sounding good. Okay, now we can move on to EQ. So I'm going to open up the EQ unit. And what we want to do here is put a low cut so that the pad doesn't muddy up our mix. And bring this to about maybe 200. See how that sounds? Yeah, it's a lot better. Okay. Next I want to widen the sound slightly. So for this we're going to have a directional mixer. Okay. I'm just going to spread this just slightly. Sounding good. Okay, now what we want to do is put some reverb on this. So do this by a bus free. Okay, and we're going to insert a reverb unit. We're going to use Logic's Space Designer. What we're going to do is use one of the presets here, large spaces, halls, and we're going to use string hall. Okay. Increase the reverb. Okay, and we want to send the signal now to this. Okay, let's back off here. That's sounding good.